From Yaqi, a two-piece stainless steel razor. They call it the floating stainless steel razor. We're going to build a lather and we're going to have a shave coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's Mark at Georgetoon.com. I'm back with another video. Great to see you again. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. Love getting together with you and talking all things traditional wet shave. We have a brand new safety razor in the shave den, courtesy of Grace Chen and everyone at Yaqi. So thank you, Grace, and thank you to all the folks at Yaqi. Here it is right here. This is called the Yaqi Floating Stainless Steel Safety Razor. Now this is 316 stainless steel. The cap, the base plate, and the handle are all 316 stainless steel with a beautiful polish to all pieces here. And it is a two-piece safety razor. So all you have to do is undo the knob there on the bottom, and just like that, and that cap comes right off like that. How about that? It is a post and hole configuration. The holes go all the way through the base plate there. But it's really a nice design. And it looks like the blade is going to line up and clamp very securely just by twisting that bottom knob there. Now the handle has some beautiful, I guess you could say tight ringlets that all create kind of a ribbing feel to it. That is just really nice. Now I don't know what kind of grip this is going to offer. We'll have to find out when we get into the shave, because I don't believe I've ever had a safety razor with a handle like this. Completely new grip to me. But there is all these tight ringlets that are carved on the outer diameter of the handle, from the neck all the way down to the knob right here, the bottom knob. Wow, really nice. And it just has a great look to it. And well, we're going to have a shave with it. Before we get to the shave, let me share with you some of the specs on this, and we'll give you both sides of the equation, so to speak here. Now, the razor head material, the handle material, 316 stainless steel that is beautifully polished. The handle length is 88 millimeters or 3.46 inches. Its handle diameter is 12 millimeters or 0.472 inches. The blade gap is 0.75 millimeters. So it's got a little bit of growl there, some efficiency. I'm really hoping for a nice, smooth, comfortable, highly efficient shave. We've talked about blade gap. Doesn't tell the entire story here, but that just gives you an indication as to where it's going to be in the aggression, if it's going to be aggressive or mild, that sort of thing. Total weight is 92 grams or 3.25 ounces. So there you go, and you get the razor, no blades. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this razor, and it doesn't come with blades, so we'll use our own blade. Let me set that aside there and get that out of the way. We're also going to be using Yaqi's Black Pearl Shave Soap. Boy, love this one a lot. And we're going to use the Yaqi lathering bowl right here. We're also going to use the Yaqi Nebula shave brush right here. And we're going to use a Tiger Platinum razor blade. These came to the channel courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson. Aaron, thank you very much. These came to the channel courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson. Aaron, thank you again very much for sending these along to the channel. Really do appreciate it. A really nice blade. I've been enjoying using these. So that's kind of got the lay of the land here. We're going to do a pre-shave wash and pre-shave lather, and then we're going to paint on. We're going to build this lather. We'll paint it on, and we'll load the blade, and we'll get right to the shave. So hang in there with me. Okay, I've got my pre-shave lather in place, and I've also got my, oh, look at that. Wow! Woo! Man, check that out. Boom! Lather. Wow, a lot there. Let's get that painted on and get the razor loaded up and get right to this shave. Man, this is a great shave soap. It's a collaboration between Yaqi and Master Soap Creations. And we have reviewed their shave soaps before, and they're wonderful. And look at this lather, my gosh. My pre-shave wash and lather were done with the Sterling pre-shave soap, and that did a great job. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, I got a nice lather. I'm going to have to put on some layers here and get some cushion because I don't know how this is going to shave. I'm used to like the Game Changer at 0.68, and the Yaqi Ghost aluminum razor was, I think, a 0.70 blade gap. So this is 0.75. But you never can tell because the Yaqi Bohemio, marvelous razor, the blade gap on the mild side was 0.95 millimeters, and the aggressive side was 1.35 millimeters, and it ended up being a really comfortable shave. 0.95 side was really, really mild. Love that razor. So we'll see how this one stacks up in comparison to the other Yaqi razors that we've used. Now, we're going to go ahead and open this up. I can tell already because I just rinsed my hands off. I have nothing but water on there, a little bit of soap slickness. This seems to be a rather grippy handle so far. So let me just undo that, get that undone like that, okay. And then we'll get my Tiger Platinum blade here, and we will unwrap that. Okay, got a little bit of water on the wrapper, but that's okay. I'm splashing around, you know me. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to take this Tiger blade here. Can you see the label there? Yeah, there it is right there. I'm going to take the Tiger blade right here, and I'm going to put it on the cap. And then I am going to take the base plate and the handle and just set it on there. And then I'm going to screw it like that and let that slowly sit down. Wow, gotta be careful there. Slowly sit down into the cap there. Probably should do it the other way around because grabbing that, I could have cut myself. I didn't, but I got to be careful. I got to remember not to fumble like that again. So if you get this razor, just know maybe put the blade on the base plate and then set the cap and then just go ahead and tighten that down and pull the cap down like that. That's probably a better way to do it. All right, live and learn. First time using it, so I'll probably do it like that next time around. Everything is nice and snug. Let me just get a towel here and just, yeah, nice and snug. I'm going to go ahead and just put the cap like that, the razor head in the towel, and I'm going to make sure that this is, yeah, look, my hands are a little slick. All right, very, very good. Okay, so end tabs are enclosed in the razor head. Yeah, end tabs are enclosed in the razor head. Yeah. Yeah, even though there's a little bit of a gap underneath here, see that gap right there? The razor blade is still there, enclosed, inside the razor head, so you don't see it in that little gap of an opening there. And the balance and alignment are spot on. Okay, so might have some growl here, so let's get this razor heated up and let's get to the shave. We're going to heat this up under some hot water. The Black Pearl shaving soap has remained nice and stable. Great scent. We reviewed this. It's marvelous. All right, here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. That is really, really smooth. I noticed that at about this angle towards the cap, it was really smooth. As I came down, okay, had a little bit of growl there, so it looks like I found the sweet spot. I wouldn't say that you're riding the cap. It's just that that seems to be the angle, the optimum angle there where you're getting that crossbar, the blade, and just a little bit of a cap. That's how it feels to me. That's nice and smooth, and it is very, very efficient. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty good. And it really made quick work of, wow, of the little bit of hair there underneath the lower lip. All right, here we go. Let's see how it does underneath the nostril. Boy, boy, that's doing a great job. Forgot to mention, this was 1 day's worth of beard growth that I'm removing here. All right, first pass done. Let's rinse. You know what? This is par for the course with a lot of other razors there that are probably in the 0.68, 0.70 millimeter blade gap area there. Really, it did a great job, nice and smooth. This is probably going to be a 2-pass razor for me. We'll see, but I think it's going to be a 2-pass razor. But it's right up there with those other razors that I mentioned that have similar blade gaps, right there in that ballpark. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and apply some lather for pass number 2 here. There is good positive blade feel, although I do feel that it is a higher efficiency. It's I am lightening up on my touch a little bit, as compared to say a milder razor. I used an R89 for yesterday's shave, and it's very, very mild. This is not an R89. It has a little more aggression than the R89, and whereas I would consider the R89 an autopilot razor, I don't think this is a razor you would put on autopilot. I think you have to pay attention when you're using this one. Not that it's overly aggressive or has a lot of growl, but I do think that you have to pay attention to the angle of approach. As I say, I found the sweet spot where everything is nice and smooth. If you're not quite on that angle, you'll know. Let me put it to you that way. All right, so we're going to go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grain. Now that was very, very smooth, because as I'm shaving and I'm actually looking at the razor head and the angle that is being held, and I can visually see the optimal angle of approach with this razor head. And of course, I'm getting some cues from it also, just from the feel of it. Boy, it's nice. It's smooth with a little bit of good positive blade feel. Oh yeah, boy, this is really an efficient razor. Lighten up on your touch with it though. Oh yeah, this is a 2-pass razor for me, no doubt. 2 passes with 1 day's worth of beard growth. Now, I would say after the first pass on that upper lip, probably got, I would say, a good 85 to 90% of the whisker on the upper lip. So I'm doing just a little bit of cleanup here. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Second pass done. Let's rinse. Boy, that's a close shave. This is going to be a BBS finish. Very, very close. Man. That, wow. Neck, jawline. Yeah. Really, really nice. All right, we're going to do our final rinse routine. Warm water rinse, cold water rinse, and then I'll see you on the other side for the alum block. So hang in there with me. Very, very refreshing cold water rinse. Really marvelous. All right, clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. I tell you what, that was a nice close shave. This razor's got a little bit of growl to it. Some nice smoothness. We'll talk all about it. This is a BBS finish. Wow, this is a close shave. Really, really enjoyable. But the thing is, no nicks, no cuts, no irritation. I can tell you that right off the bat. Let's see what the alum block has to say. This is the Sterling Soap Company alum block. Comes in this great travel case here. Nice size. Got a lot of nice real estate. So it makes quick work as you pass it over the face. All right, running under some cold water. Here we go. You know what? I'm surprised. I thought I was going to get some stinging. I am getting some zings here and there, to be perfectly honest with you. This razor really gave me a close shave. Definitely a 2-pass razor for me with 1 day's worth of beard growth. No doubt about it. Yeah, some zinging on my neck there. Nothing on the upper lip though. That's what's so amazing. And I really did some extra passes on that upper lip there. So, yeah, I would say a handful of zings, but no stinging, and nothing really that really, ooh, ow, hurts like that. Nothing like that at all. Just a few, just a handful of some zings, and they're not overly zingy. They're just a few zings here and there, telling me that, boy, I got a close shave. Here's the alum block. We dried it off. We're going to put it in the case like that, and then set that down over here like this. Let me show you the shaving soap. I think I splashed in the bowl here, but like I said, I'm like a hippo in a watering hole when I'm rinsing off. But yeah, no, look at that. Look at how that came back. Look at that. Those beautiful, beautiful peaks. Yeah. This is Black Pearl from Yaqi. Their shave soaps are really, really wonderful because they're made by Master Soap Creations. They are really, really wonderful. Really, really wonderful shave soap. All right, we're going to go ahead and let that set up. I'm just going to go right to the aftershave splash so we can talk about the razor here. This doesn't have any alcohol and it has witch hazel. So that's why we're going to use it. And we don't have to do the Jimmy V method and wait for the alcohol to evaporate because there's no alcohol in here. There's just witch hazel, rose water, glycerin, fragrance oils, essential oils, that sort of thing. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to be generous. All right, here we go. Boy, I love that scent. That's great. Yep, great for an evening night out. Any occasion, really. But perfect for an evening night out. You're going to love this one. If you get this one, you're going to love the scent. You're going to love the performance of both the aftershave and the shave soap. Really, really marvelous. Black Pearl right there. All right, let's talk about the razor. First of all, the handle did not slip at all in my hand. Really nice grip. And I can feel it right now. It has a nice tactile, grippy feel in a different kind of way because it's not traditional knurling. It's all these tightly carved ringlets going from the neck right down to the bottom knob there. This is a razor I think you're going to have to be right on angle in order to achieve a nice smooth pass. I found that with this, especially on the upper lip. I was trying to find that angle. I want to get up underneath the nostril, but still stay on angle. I was able to do that. And again, I got up underneath the nostril on the first pass, on the with the grain pass, very, very easily, very, very well. I did lighten up on my touch, especially under the lower lip, also underneath the nostrils, on the upper lip, but the rest of the shave and some other areas went very, very well, very, very smooth with some high efficiency and I would say a good positive blade feel. Now, the Tiger blades are good. You know what? Next time around, I want to use a Gillette Platinum Swede. I think these are going to sing in this razor. They're just going to be perfect. I think they're going to have the right amount of sharpness and smoothness for this 0.75 millimeter blade gap. That's my hunch. I think you want to use that kind of blade, a good coated blade in this razor, because 0.75 millimeter, at least for me, that blade gap is getting up there. And the way the razor head is designed, it has a nice slim profile, but again, you want to be on this angle here where the guard, the blade, and maybe just a little bit of the beginning of the top cap here are touching your face. That seems to be the optimal angle for me. At least that's how it felt to me. Now, there might be a little bit of play there, but if you are off that angle and you come down a little bit like this, you're going to feel it. It's not going to be as smooth or as comfortable. That's how it impresses me. But if you like a razor with a little more aggression and a little more growl, boy, this is perfect. This is ideal. If your beard is a little more demanding than mine, you're going to love this razor. For me, again, it's a 2-pass razor with 1 day's worth of beard growth. Possibly 3 passes with 2 or 3 days worth of beard growth. But I'm beginning to think that with this efficiency and where the blade gap is, that sort of thing, probably going to be 2 passes with 2 or 3 days worth of beard growth. No kidding, it's that efficient. And it gave me a really, really close shave. But again, I lightened up on my touch. I really, really held to my technique and the angle of approach for this razor head. As far as the first test drive with this is telling me, I think that is where the angle of approach should be. If you have this razor or you're going to get this razor, let me know if that's correct. But that's kind of how it feels to me, where you're right there at that 30-degree angle with the bar of the blade and a little bit of that top cap touching, just right about there. Right about there. Can you see that? That seems, yeah, I can feel it right there. That seems to be the angle of approach right there. If you come down here, nope, that's no good. You want to be right about there. That's probably right in the sweet spot of a 30-degree angle. That's the way I'm looking at it. This was really an efficient shave. I liked it a lot. And again, end tabs are enclosed in the razor head, and the oh yeah, you know what? You do see that. You know what? I apologize. You do see the blade. There is the blade. I can just feel the end tab of the blade here. Just feel it. And you can just see that on the underside there. So I apologize. I was wrong. Yeah, it was the lighting. Yeah. You can see the blade there because of that little half moon, so to speak, cut out of the base plate there. But the end tabs are enclosed in the razor head. You can barely feel them. But balance and alignment is great. And the other nice thing is, once you tighten this down and lock it down, it's set for the rest of the shave. It did not loosen up at all. And again, the handle gave some nice grip and nice weight. And again, that if you find that sweet spot, angle of approach, you'll know it when you're on it because everything smooths out beautifully. Whereas some other razors that are milder, yeah, there's a little bit of forgiveness there. This one, I think you have to be right on that angle in order to achieve that really, really smooth feel. I like this a lot. I really do. I'm going to use it again. I think it can be a daily driver for me with 1 day's worth of beard growth and probably 2 passes, no more. And we might shave again with it tomorrow and see see how it goes. And it really was a wonderful shave. Again, no nicks, no cuts, no irritation, and that tells me that it's not overly aggressive for me, and the alum block does not lie. A few zings here and there, which is kind of par for the course for a razor with this kind of blade gap. Really enjoyed it. 2-piece razor, 3/16 stainless steel, beautiful weight, looks just great, nice efficiency, and again, this is a BBS finish. So if you get this razor, watch your technique, lighten up on your touch a little more, especially if you're using a milder razor, and make sure you're on the proper angle. You'll feel that sweet spot. I'm saying 30 degrees, could be somewhere in there, but numerically I'm just saying 30 degrees. But yeah, I really enjoyed this shave. This again is the Yaqi Floating Stainless Steel Safety Razor, a 2-piece razor in 3/16 polished stainless steel. My thanks to Grace Chen and everyone at Yaqi for very kindly and generously sending this one along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZeraidy, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.